Oh, or the X-Men piece. All the characters. But I guess let's get okay. There we go. Hey, Bullet. Yeah, someone's home. I am. Just not talking because well, nobody's here. Or nobody seemed to be here. But now you are, so there's something to pay attention to. How are you today, Bullet? Can people hear me? I hope so. Oh, I'm good. Just finished doing some warm ups, trying to decide what need to do today. Ah, yeah, I know. But that's like trying to figure out what you need to do today. Well, not you, but myself, of course. some point I need to do a actual proportionate version of this. Really makes up the people, find out all their heights and all that. Yeah, I think the next big project like this that I do in a month's time will be a lot more organized for people. I did a minor one, but oh, no one knows about your weird schedule. Right? What do you mean weird? Monday to Thursday, 5, Fridays noon. They even announced it yesterday that it'd be noon today when I end it. Yeah, I tweeted it out too. Or did or did I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Well, let me try. Yeah. It'll tell me if it's a duplicate one, so yeah, I already sent this, so it usually takes I think half an hour before people start responding. Have you tweeted it out, Bullet? And hit the like button and all that lovely stuff. Oh no. So, oh, you never know. Very few people interact with mine, but so I saw Phoenix, Dark Phoenix last night. I would suggest wait till video to see it. But if you really want to go see it, wait till cheap day. You even follow me? You even and yeah, you know. Well, you don't. I don't see you posting a lot. Then again, unfortunately, when you get 20 or 30 tweets at a time, or you come up, you don't always see everybody's posts, or if you're not mentioned in it, for sure it's not going to go on your notifications. Yeah. I know Geeks and Gamers said it was worse than the Last Stand. If it wasn't, depends on who you ask, I guess. But if it wasn't, it was definitely close, in my opinion. There was one cringe line, which apparently I think was in some trailers, from what I get from Geeks and Gamers. And although some people won't care, some people will. Cyclops does swear in it only once, but that's enough for probably a lot of parents won't find that out. They won't take their kids. Yeah, definitely the problem with Twitter, the fact that you don't know unless you go to somebody's page and check out whether they've tweeted something. And if you got, you're following a couple hundred people, you're probably not going to go and do that every day unless you really have no life. Then again, I guess you could go just check certain people. Yeah, yeah, you should probably stop. Hello, Inkwell. I am doing good. Thank you for the compliment. Now it's just hoping everybody can recognize most all the characters in here. Then again, it depends on how familiar you are with the various characters too, I guess. Uh, I get more random likes and tweets from random people who don't follow me. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah, I must admit, I don't get a lot of retweets either. And even from people I know. I get some likes, but not too many retweets. And how are you doing, Inkwell? I'm not sure whether I asked. I know you asked for me there. The thing I find odd is that you can have hundreds or even thousands of followers, yet your actual interacting with them is extremely low. Yeah. Well, it's a question whether how much they interact with your stuff. A lot of times you don't interact with them, but they interact with whatever you're tweeting or Twitter. Yeah, tweeting. Equals doing well, about to get ready for his day. Exercise and some drawing. You're going to exercise your drawing capabilities? That's good. Yeah, Jubilee has black hair. Yeah, it makes posting things seem like a waste of time. Yeah. Well, hopefully, when you post stuff, you do get that interaction of the people you don't know, and maybe they follow you. Then you get maybe they'll randomly see your stuff again. And this is definitely going to be a. I'm not sure what version of a character. Old version. Let's see. Like that. Yeah, it's rare for people to actually follow you, even if they like your work. I looked at the numbers of my posts, and even my posts get 70 to 100 likes. Let's say only translates into 3 to 5 followers. Yeah, on average. Way bigger than what she should be, but oh well. Yeah, it looks like I like looking at that stuff. It's interesting, but it can seem like a losing battle for sure. I know it. I look at the every so often. I look at my statistics on YouTube here, and that seems like a losing battle too. Yeah, since I started doing YouTube videos, been looking at those analytics, and it's really interesting to see how long people watch, average viewer times, etc. Yes, we as people don't seem to have very long attention spans, do we? Nowadays. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Hello, Evan. How are you today? Gotta get rid of some of the pictures. Okay, so we got. Get rid of. Hey, Elric. Hey, Skunk Girl. Yes, it is. Thank you. Skunk Girl, I sent you a message on Twitter a couple days ago. Not sure whether you got it yet or not. Oh, we got Joshua too. Hey, Joshua. Only took everybody about 45 minutes. Only took everybody about 45 minutes to get in here. Actually, I think it was Monday, but I'm good. Just complaining about social media direct, Kevin. Get back from get back from the doctor. Everything is good. Just need more sun. Well, that should be easy where you're living. Uh, don't don't work shame me. Uh, Hey, JP. Okay, so we got another one down. I'm kind of taking that one out too. Okay, so we'll worry about that later. Has anyone else noticed mood swing? Nope, moods don't swing. They rock. Hey, Risey. Wow, we're getting a lot of people. Yeah, that is a bit ironic, especially Southern California, if that's where you are. How is it at 1 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning, there in Australia? Yeah, well, that's why I rounded it off to one. It's 10 to 1 here in the afternoon on Thursday. I mean Friday. So I just figured round it off to one. Okay. I thought you were only an hour ahead, Bullet. Shouldn't it only be 1:51? Or were you purposely putting it another hour ahead? No. Then like New Brunswick or Nova Scotia or PEI. Shit, anyways. Hey, at least I didn't narrow it down to one province. It'd still be a lot of ground to cover. It's a lot. There are no provinces in international waters. True, true. You'll have to see a giant sea monster. Well, Tokyo has Godzilla. Maybe maybe Canada's East Coast has Stopzilla. Yeah, make We should do that. Create Godzilla type monster for Canada's East Coast and West Coast. Sounds like a mammoth task, Elric. So they're trying to clone a hairy elephant. A very hairy elephant. You can't clone a mountain. Yep, they found perfectly frozen mammoth with enough DNA to clone it. Congrats. That fake cage. Like I said, they're going for an elephant that's double the size and hairy. Because it's probably illegal to clone people there, Risey? Like it is in the US. Last time I knew. I support it as long as I get one. Yeah. Everyone gets a clone. Yay. Okay, so we're done talking about clones. What are we talking about now? Domino. We're talking about Domino? You want Dominoes? Cyclops. Well, there's Cyclops, there's Domino. Okay, so we still need to do Jean Grey's hands. Jeez. And Cyclops' feet. Let's give me one wild party. What, you mean this would be one wild party? Okay, later, Risey. Have a good sleep. Okay. Now I'm gonna figure out what's black, what's not. Shading, costumes. Qui-Gon Von Scriver. Oh, we've been cloning people for quite some time. Occasionally they attack. Attack on the phones. Uh, Shh. Clone detector supposed to be a secret. Don't worry, I've just used the clone spray and they turn right back into goo. Goo goo, goo 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 goo. Control Alt Delete. So does anybody recognize everybody in the picture without me saying who they all are? I can't see the picture. It's blurry. Oh, I don't know what to do about that. I would say yes, but that would prove. Nope, because it didn't happen. Yeah, and everybody remember to zoom in. But the only way I can zoom in is to lift up. It's a little blurry, but I can see characters. You might have to readjust your settings because a lot of times YouTube likes to do something that's not good. No Mystique in here. She's more considered. Hey, Lorenzo, she's more considered Brotherhood, so. Straight. Straight. That one could tell. See, I got him right next to Gene, you know? Yeah, YouTube likes to do that. Put you on low res every so often. Even if you put it on high res or you start out on high res, it'll put you on lower res. Yeah, in the movie she is, but in the comics, Evan, in the comics. So I'm thinking in July, about a month from now, I was thinking of doing another big pick like this. I'd like to do one once a month, take a week, and do this. So without getting idiotic, let's get real. What would you guys like me to see me do for something like this? Yeah, let's see. Forge is right there, and Bishop's right there. Bishop looks a little too happy though. Havoc and Blink. I don't comment, Craig. My guys are all my X-Men look a little too happy, except for Cyclops. No problem, Cyclops. Shadowcat is. I think that's supposed to be Shadowcat. I don't got her dragon though. I could find her dragon and put it in over here. Fortunately, there's not a lot to distinguish Kitty Pryde from everybody else. Till maybe you color her in. I thought you drew this. I did. You saw it every day. Or, well, if you were here, you saw it. Monday through Thursday, I do at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Lorenzo. And Fridays, I do at noon. I know you said high noon. I can read. Or you typed high noon, technically. You didn't say it. Well, you might have said it where you are, but we wouldn't have heard you. I still do it at noon on Fridays, like today, because I have a lot. I usually have something going on in the evening, so I figured I'll keep that the same. I was gonna do once a month at the 5 on Fridays, but it's easier to do this. uh, high noon at noon on Fridays, and high noon at night every other. No, it's just daily live drawing with daily live drawing. Some places it's noon. Like right about now, where it's, I believe it's, oh no, not now. Like 5 o'clock is noon and is 11 in Hawaii. So I could do 6 o'clock and it'd be noon in Hawaii. The Hawaiian high noon. You need to. I already did that like about a year ago, Bullet. It's on my other channel. Pied Piper of Hamilton. You will find it there. In fact, I could probably find it easier. It's always I need someone over. Actually, I've got to put up a couple videos. I've got a few snack videos. I got about 6 snack videos waiting to be put up. Let's see. Give me a second. Do-do-do-do. Just give me a sec. I can't see the. Uh, uh, oh, Henry. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Rick, after this stream is over, you should like retweet all my posts that you have yet to like retweet. Laugh out loud. I could go on to your thing and retweet a few of them or like a few of them. Hello, Celtic Moon. Oh, no problem. No problem. Okay. And who is the most important X-Men? Oh, let's see. Edit that. No, I did not put Lockhead in. But I did put Shadowcat in. I think that's her. And Bullet, that link is for the O. Henry. But I do have enough space that I could easily fit Lockhead in. Probably almost a full size one. Phoenix review? Wait till it's out on video. But if you absolutely have to go see it in theaters, like me, do it on a Tuesday or cheap day, whatever cheap day is for you. If you have a cheap day. There's one cringy scene. Cyclops actually says the F word in one scene. So I know some people won't care about that, but it's definitely that's probably don't want to take kids to it then. I don't know, going to see it because of the red hair. You're going to see it because of Jean Grey? Is that what you say? No, going to see it. Oh, you're gonna. No, like I said, there's only, as far as I can remember, there's only the one spot in the whole movie where you get that profanity. So I don't think anybody else says anything like that throughout the movie. So that's a bit of a turn off, but it's tolerable. But like I said, you got kids. I watched Geeks and Gamers review after I saw it. He doesn't put any spoilers, but he says it's the worst X-Men movie ever. Well, I guess that's a good thing. Uh, there's only one woke moment in it that I saw, and from what I know, it's in a commercial according to Geeks and Gamers that you see on TV or whatever, a commercial ad. So, okay. Great. I don't tolerate intolerance. So you're intolerant. You only tolerate your own intolerance. Where is Hope? Who is Hope? Hope funds. So you're bigoted against bigots. Doesn't that make you a bigot? The daughter of Cyclops and Madeline. Oh, you mean the second Phoenix? Or yeah, I guess that's what you'd call her. I didn't put her in just because I had Marvel Girl in here, and I don't think she's quite as famous as most of the rest of these. You know, I knew I was only going to be able to have so many in. I could sure fit a few more in. I didn't realize I was going to be able to do that. Heck, when I picked out all the ones I did, I wasn't even sure whether I was going to be able to fit them all in. But obviously, I made it work. Yes, the first mutation board after the purge. Draw a new one. Draw the cast of Star Wars, The New Hope in the background. Don't think I'd be able to get all of them in. Ooh, there's something I could do. A Star Wars one? Draw Faith in the background. Of these. Well, next month Spidey's coming out. I could do a whole bunch of Spider-Man. Could I find 50 plus? I wonder if I could find 50 plus Spider-Man. Different types of Spider-Man. I'll do the Star Wars one when the next movie comes out. I just think they're taking a lot of pills. I don't think they care what color they are, Celtic Moon. Oh, okay. Lady Celtic Moon. You've taken out the lady part. No, that didn't sound good. Any reason why? Just wondering because, you know. Oh, okay. And I noticed Rick Law was mispronouncing your thing yesterday too. Couldn't read it as Celtic. It was Selleck. I think he tried to move. Hey Rick, what's the name of that popular basketball team from Boston? I have no idea. Tom Selleck Moon. Oh, the Boston Celtics or something like that. Celtics. Are you taking off, Celtic Moon? Okay, let's stop abusing the people in the chat. Okay, maybe abuse is too strong of a term, but you guys get what I mean. If you want to time yourself out, Joshua, go ahead. Haven't beat you to it, Joshua. Joshua, I think, really wanted to time himself out. Uh, so all you people are going to be watching the kickoff to the E3 instead of coming to my auction. Well, that's Joseph, I think. Oh, hey, George.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, yourself? See
Pretty
you.
good. Pretty good. Just dropping in to say hi. I've been busy, so I didn't want you and the gang to think I disappeared.
Yeah.
That's looking mighty fine.
Yeah. I did that over the last 4 days.
Geez, that'll take me a lot longer to do than 4 days.
Yeah, well, 2 hours. Well, pretty much 2 hours each day. Well, today it's been almost 2 hours with doing some shading and putting in blacks. Anyways.
Wow. Wow. Gee whiz. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm assuming you're going to do color after.
I was thinking about it. Well, I'm gonna try and scan it in almost, though my scanner's not big enough, wide enough for it.
Yeah,
It's
of course.
just shy of the width. So
You're gonna do it in pieces, right? Scan it in pieces.
I'm gonna try.
You know, how big is your scanner?
It's about 11, just a little bit bigger than 11 by 17, and this is 18 by 12 by 18.
12. Oh wait, 12, 18. Give me a second. Let me think that. 12 wide, 18 deep, and your scanner is 11, 17.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay. Wow.
I think it's slightly bigger, but
Okay. Well, it's easy. Listen, this is the trick I do. All you have to do is take your 12-inch length and and nudge it perfectly against the 17-inch side of the scanner. So you got a nice perfect positioning. Scan
yeah,
that half, and then flip it around and take the bottom of the illustration, which is again the 12-inch area, nudge it up against the same area that you just nudged it the first time, and scan it again. And then when you actually superimpose the things in Photoshop, you got perfect alignment. All you have to do now is just make sure that they're over each other perfectly.
yeah. Well, what I was gonna do, since I've got like about 11, maybe 11 and a half, because I was gonna take it, put it in, like nudge it in, just like you said, in
Yeah,
the one corner. Do
yeah,
it.
that's right.
Do a second scan. Move it over just so this edge is nudged in at that corner, and do a second scan that way.
No, don't do that. Because you got 12 inches. You don't have to do that. You just do it in 2 scans.
Yeah, well, that's still 2 scans because I've got a little bit up here. I've got like about an inch up there that I can play with, that way.
Yeah.
There's a couple different ways that I'll try and do it. So, you know, I'll try it. If it doesn't work the one way, I'll try another way. Like I'll try your way.
Cool. Awesome. So, how did it go with the Drawn and Quartered Pro Edition time? I saw the video. I tried to do 2 videos at the same time, and Hangouts wasn't allowing me to do it.
Yeah, I didn't think they would.
Oh, I was thinking of calling in through Skype.
But yeah, I do want to scan this in. I probably need to do some erasing to get some of the blue lines out of here.
That's very nice. So where did you start off inking? From what area?
Well, I penciled in here first. I penciled in about this row here first.
Yeah,
Most of it. Like I just finished off his legs, what, yesterday or today? Some of the legs. But I started here, inked it, and then next day I moved back, got a couple lines in, inked each line as I went along.
Yeah.
That way, for that way I'm not going over anything that I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
you get what I mean.
Yeah. I
Well,
gotcha.
the only thing that I sort of messed up here was the wheelchair. I think get the wheelchair good.
So did you hear? Forget about Rotten Tomatoes, but did you hear the reviews of Dark Phoenix? It's really bad.
Oh, I went and saw it last night.
You saw it?
Yeah.
And?
Go if you can wait till it comes out on video or Netflix. Wait.
Yeah, it's that bad, huh?
Yeah. If you're like me and you got to see it in theaters, just go on a cheap day.
Oh man. And so is it true? Is it the Shi'ar Empire that they're fighting at the end?
No.
Who are they fighting?
There's some I don't think I've ever heard the race in the. As far as I can remember, I've never heard of the race in the Marvel Universe.
So they made up shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. I was if they're gonna do a battle, they should have had Gladiator and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, they didn't even do that battle. It was really pathetic.
That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. It's. I can't believe they gave this guy a second chance at the Dark Phoenix story.
Oh, what? It was the same guy that did it the first time?
Yeah, same writer. Now he's a director.
No wonder it was bad.
The first time it was absolutely crappers. But you know what? They recovered it when they did the whole Days of Future Past thing, and they sort of did a soft.
What's his name? Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers said it's the worst X-Men movie ever. And I have to I debate a little on whether it is or whether, the first Last Stand was.
Yeah.
For me, it's hard to choose. Which is worse?
Oh my God. It's unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. I can't, it's like, how to lose money 101. How to go against the business model of making money 101. It's absolutely insane. I can't believe they actually let this shit go through. Excuse my language.
Yeah. I can't believe it either, but it is, unfortunately, it is what it is. And like I said, I thought, and I was thinking exactly what I was saying, even before I listened to thing. I was going to do my review and say, if you can wait to see it, on DVD or Netflix or whatever, do that. Now, unfortunately or unfortunately, I'm just the kind of guy that I got to go see a superhero movie in theaters, and I like to go on the first day that it's out.
Yeah.
Or my first chance that I can, which is usually the first day it's out. But, not everybody's as anal in that way about things as me. So. I don't want to say too much more. Oh, and if you do go see it,
Yeah.
There are no and nothing in the credits, no scenes in the credits, so you don't even have to stay through the credits.
Oh, okay. So you can leave there as quickly as possible, so you can get to the bathroom and kind of throw up.
Yeah. But
You know what? After the Game of Thrones debacle and them screwing up the last season, I've had a new perspective on everything regarding entertainment. If it smells at all a hint that they're gonna pull an SJW or they're just gonna ruin the story, and now forget about the term SJW. If they're just gonna ruin the story at all,
yeah,
if
yeah,
I'm just gonna not invest my time in it anymore. You
yeah,
know, I was looking forward to it. 8 years of Game of Thrones, 8 freaking years, or is it more than that? Because there was 2 years. Okay, let's just say a minimum 8 years of Game of Thrones, following the storyline and all that stuff. I was looking forward to it, ending, getting the satisfaction of the characters, because you followed them all this time, right? And then after that, what I was planning on doing was,
yeah,
buy the DVD set. You just like the Lord of the Rings set, right? You just have it there, and like the Star Wars set, it's there. It's a complete package. It's a beautiful thing that you can have on your mantle, and you can pull it out anytime, and you can re-enjoy it time and time again, right? But when they pull that Game of Thrones last season 180-degree, it's like, what a waste of my time following these characters for all this time.
yeah. Hold on, I want to catch up with the chat here. It says, okay, where were we? Yeah, I don't know. I was just yearbook. Okay, Rick. I've been saying I loved it, which I didn't, of course. Celtic Moon says I like redrawing the original story. Not sure what she's talking about. Evan says Kinberg did all of them since Last Stand. And Celtic Moon saying hi to you. Joshua says at least it's over now. Bullet says, I think people forget comic to movie adaptations have been historically bad more often than not. True. I would say. Evan says, I think Rick forgets about the cat when he as a guest. Joshua says, Fox can never hurt the X-Men ever again. Now we get to see Disney screw it up.
Yeah, Disney's version of the X-Men now.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Marvel puts it under the Marvel wing and not just keeps it under the Fox wing, which it could be still messed up, if they let Fox continue to do it instead of coming under the Marvel movies wing. Evan says, also, how dare you, Bullet? David Hasselhoff was a fantastic Nick Fury.
Oh yeah, he was. Actually, he was.
Yeah.
He looked the part.
Yeah. No, he looked the part, but I can't say too much for the script. But sometimes you got to separate the script from the person, the actor, because it's not their fault about how bad the script is. Sometimes it's like when everybody was coming down on Ben Affleck about Daredevil. Daredevil wasn't bad because of him. Daredevil was bad because of the script. The movie, that is.
Yeah, that's right. They did a wonderful Kingpin. God rest his soul. I forgot the guy's name. Duncan Clark, I think it was.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Bullet says Spider-Man 3 reboot. Spider-Man reboots, 2 Punisher movies, all the Netflix stuff, etc., etc. Bullet, Batman, Celtic Moon says, Evan Van Scriver, boy, something under his saddle. Dolph Lundberger doesn't count now, Bullet. Okay. Oh, yeah. Milk.
Well, actually, you know what? That's interesting. Let's talk about, sorry, I'm cooking while we're talking, right? But let's talk about the terrible movies. For me, was it the last Nolan Batman movie. What was it called again?
Oh yeah. I forget. Dark Knight Rises.
Is that it? Is that the
Yeah,
name of it?
that's the one with Batman Begins, right?
Yeah, Batman Begins, and the second one was what?
Was that Dark Knight Rises or Dark Knight Falls? Whatever. The third one in that series. That's something I've noticed for a lot um, of these superhero movies. One is usually fairly good. Two ends up it's all right, not that bad. It's tolerable or whatever. And number three just completely sucks.
Well, but let's you know, there's a reason why the last Dark Knight movie sucked really bad. I mean, come on, how many months were the police stuck in the sewers?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane writing. Even for a comic book, I don't think any credible comic book writer, even at their worst, would write something as stupid as that.
Yeah.
And what? Spider-Man 3, the Sam Raimi movies? That was a studio hack. Raimi wouldn't have put that together.
Yeah. Well, see, the Venom is an enemy that should just have his own movie against Spider-Man. No other enemies in it, or at least if there is, he should be top billed, not going up against other ones. I don't think Sandman should have been top billed in that one. I know he's a major thing for Spider-Man. He's been around longer than Venom, but I consider Venom a bit more grade A villain for Spider-Man.
Yeah, the danger. Yeah. And you know what I hear? I hear they're going to have Venom in Spider-Man 3.
In the news, like in the new Spider-Man stuff with Lynn.
Yeah, so the next this is Spider-Man 2 is coming out, and Spider-Man 3 will have Spider-Man going up against Venom.
Okay, that should be interesting. Well, they're opening it up with this one really because of the multiverse, so he can meet the Venom from the multiverse, from the movie, the Sony movies. It's possible, but who knows?
You know what I like about the whole multiverse thing is that they could easily bring in the Fantastic Four now.
Yeah. Well, they can because they got Fox. They can bring it in that way too. I just hope they bring in a decent Fantastic Four.
Yeah, the good stuff, not the stuff that they did. What was it? The last 3 times?
Yeah. The first one wasn't so bad. The second one sucked. And the third one really sucked, although it wasn't.
The Silver Surfer was awesome, but Galactus, good God, come on. A cloud?
Yeah. It looked like unfortunately, it looked like they were trying to copy the Ultimate Verse.
You know what I heard?
But that wasn't even a cloud. At least that was a bunch of, little machines.
I heard that the special effects people all petitioned the director and the producer to put in at least the silhouette of the traditional Galactus in the cloud, even though it was a few seconds.
I never saw that.
Yeah, it's there. You see the silhouette, the actual helmet of Galactus as he turns towards the Silver Surfer.
Oh, okay. I have to look again at some point. I do have all those movies.
So that was a consolation, at least.
Yeah. Well, it's just as bad as what they did for Green Lantern too. They made Parallax a cloud as well. The fear entity.
Oh my God! Everything that's wrong with the Green Lantern movie. I mean, 101. They put in the best scenes in the entire movie in the first half hour. After that was like nothing. You're not looking forward to anything anymore.
Yeah.
The whole story after that was complete letdown.
Yeah, I don't think Parallax should have been the first villain. Hector Hammond might have been a decent villain by himself if they did it right. Hector Hammond? Yeah. Or they could have had another, villain. Sinestro should have been number two, and then maybe Parallax, and I don't even think then. I don't think they should have done Parallax as a villain for Green Lanterns or Green Lantern like that. Oh, what do we got here? Spider-Man Venom versus Carnage. Bullet says anti-Venom. Evan saying logistically yes, legally no. I think that's about the Venom and all that we were talking about. Venom says Eagle. He went Venom, with the mam in it instead of ONVENMA apostrophe AM. Venom from the movie or a new Venom, says Joshua Hughes. We don't know, obviously, at this time what they would be doing. Galactus isn't a cloud, says Eagle. We agreed with that, obviously. Joshua says, I kind of liked the first two Fantastic Four movies at the time. Eagle says, the more you know, Rainbow. Bullet says, I'd be down for a good Silver Surfer movie. Yeah, I'd like to maybe do his origin. And Evan says, yeah, Roger Corman made a great Fantastic Four film. And Eagle goes, Silver
You know
Surfer.
what? The Roger Corman film was so superior to the last two Fantastic Four studio films.
Well, they're the biggest problem with doing the Fantastic Fours so far, in my ever so humble opinion, is that they're trying to combine Doom's origin with the Fantastic Four, and they can't do that. Not to do it right.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you know what? They can do here's a Fantastic Four movie. You ready? Okay, the opening credits. However long they are, what, a couple of minutes? The opening credits. The opening credits. All you see is intermediary flashes of the entire first first 5 pages of the Jack Kirby issue 1 Fantastic Four. So you see Reed Richards making a plan. You see them sneaking into the government facility. You see them getting onto the rocket. You see them blasting into space. You see them in orbit. You see them getting bombarded. You see the ship burn up on re-entry. You see the ship crash. You see them come out of the ship, and all of a sudden, they're exhibiting their powers. And then and then all of a sudden, you're going into the movie. You're done. You already told the origin of the Fantastic Four in 2 minutes. That's all you need. After that, just do a freaking story.
Yeah. But you could even probably do the Fantastic origin, even if you didn't do that way. You probably do it in, I don't know, 20 minutes, them getting their powers. But also you have to include a villain in there, but you include the villain in a different way, not the villain getting their powers at the same time. If you want to have Doom as the bad guy, if you will, then, show him away from them getting, learning his stuff or whatever.
And you know what? Incredibles 2. And what was it? The first 5 minutes of the movie?
Yeah.
Them fighting the Underminer? Are you kidding me? That's like the Mole Man right there. They could have with the Fantastic Four. Holy smokes,
Yeah. Well, they set that up at the end of the last movie, and they just took it right off from there. So
I know, but it's like as soon as the Underminer came out in Incredibles 1, I'm going like, oh man, you know what? This is such a rip on the Fantastic Four. Not a rip off, but like a spoof off the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
It was freaking awesome. Every time I had a conversation with people, I go, I wish there was I wish they could have done a good Fantastic Four movie, and people would say, yeah, they did. It's called The Incredibles.
Okay, let's see. Evan says Doom has powers. Yeah, he has some magical powers. He knows magic, and of course, he very smart. He has his technology like Iron Man. So you gotta show that somehow of him.
Oh, come on! No, you're making it sound weak. Doctor Doom is the greatest Marvel character ever created. He has the powers of Doctor Strange. He is a king of a land, just like the Black Panther. He's technology driven, like Tony Stark. He's as smart as Reed Richards. I mean, this guy is an all round. He's like all the Marvel big power heroes all into one awesome villain, and the only thing that brings him down is his own ego.
Yeah. And Eagle says, but that's sort of what I was getting at. Doom does have powers because the magic stuff, and technology. It's not like he's Batman just going around. He's just built up muscle
If Doctor Strange goes after goes after Doom by himself, he will lose. If Tony Stark goes after Doom by himself, he will lose. If Reed Richards goes after Doom by himself, he'll lose. If Tony Stark goes after Doom by himself, he'll lose. Even if the Black Panther went after Doom by himself, he will lose. Because Doom is so much more than these individual characters. But all these individual characters, if they're in a group, in a team up and stuff like that, they have a chance against Doctor Doom. I mean, that's a formidable foe. That is a great, tension to create in a story. You can have Doctor Doom versus the entire Avengers, for crying out loud, and the story will be awesome.
Yeah.
Imagine Ultron in Age of Ultron actually being Doctor Doom, and all those Ultron bots are actually Doom bots. Are you kidding me? That'd be awesome.
Let's see. What do we got here? Eagle says, "Hey, tell George I want to the Fantastic Four in at least 4 more times. Then we can do his movie idea." He wants to see it 4 more times. Both says Incredibles 2 is pretty good. Lactavia, Doom is nothing compared to Squirrel Girl, says Eagle 43.
Oh yeah. Squirrel Girl versus Doom, of course. It's a no-win scenario for Doom. Yes.
Let's see. Eagle 43 says also Deathlock is greater than Doom. Heaven's Nap 43 bullets. Doom has at least 10 fully stamped Subway free cards. #winning. But yeah, it's crazy what they do or don't do with they've got so much potential. But my point is, they would have to show stuff like this, or let you know in some way what Doom has, how he got, what he did to acquire this, and they'd have to do it quickly, So, if they want him to be the villain, I don't think he should actually be the villain for the next Fantastic Four movie.
You know what? Doom can be the villain as long as he's in the background and he sends others after the Fantastic Four, just like the Emperor in Star Wars. You don't see him until the third one. Same scenario.
Eagle says, I know Doom's weakness. He needs to eat. But yeah, it's like I said, the biggest problem with the Fantastic Four movies is they tried to tie Doom's origin, to me anyways, they tried to tie Doom's origins into the Fantastic Four, giving him powers that he doesn't have. Or abilities that he doesn't have, however you want to say it. So I don't know. Okay, well, it is almost 2:30, and I was going to end at 2, but you came in, and I
Hold on.
had to stay a bit longer and got a little bit more on this done. A little bit more outlinings in black and all that to make things stand out better. So I do hope everybody's enjoyed the week of X-Men. Next week we will be on to our regularly scheduled program with
Hold on. I'll be right there.
Whew.
sounds hot there.
Roasting up some potatoes and some turkey slices.
Well, you want to promote yourself there, George?
Yeah. Joe King versus the world's greatest average hero. It's available on Indiegogo. Get it. 96-page graphic novel, plus original art, plus trading cards. Free shipping worldwide. You don't even have to worry about the shipping cost.
Yeah, it's built in. And of course, I am Rick Piper, here Monday through Friday, doing drawings. Hopefully, everybody will enjoy. Next week, well, Monday, we'll do our contest. We've got a whole bunch of entries for this week, so that is good. And remember to drop by Sunday for the auction. And that will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So bye for now, everyone. God bless. Have a great day. And just gotta find my there.